So this is the Benelli 752 naked bike, about £7,000, and it looks pretty cool. It's only a small looking bike. This is definitely a bit of a Sunday fun day toy, but let's have a look and see what you get. So from the front we got this awesome looking LED light and LED indicators as well. These are probably some of the brightest LED indicators I've seen. How good are those? So up top we got this really nice looking TFT dash, nice and clear, easy to read. Temperature gauge, gear indicator, mileage, time, your trip, your fuel gauge, and we've got the idiot lights around the side. Up here on the controls, usual standard stuff, but a trick bit on this is that these are all backlit and they look fantastic. We saw those inside when it was dark, they look great. So, your lights, flash, indicators, meep meep, that is terrible, kill switch, and of course hazards and your starter. So down low on the Benelli 702, we have Angel GT tyres. Excellent tyres. These are fitted to the bike from new. Excellent. Nice Brembo twin discs up front. Lots of stopping power there, and I think we're going to need it. Nice big 750 twin parallel engine. Excellent looking exhaust system here. The Italians, they do spend a lot of time and effort making their bikes look nice, and doesn't look like something that you'd want to change, does it? So I have to say the LED lights on this bike is fantastic. And they've put these indicators nice and low on the rear splash guard. That looks really nice, nice and tidy. And the back end up here just looks great. I love this big empty space. A lot of guys are going for this with a sports bike and trying to make the number plate smaller and smaller, and we've achieved that by putting that down there out of the way. And the bike comes out of the factory with these lovely Pirelli Angel GT tyres. Fantastic tyres, especially as stock. And we can see down low here again we have another single pot Brembo disc brake. Right, so we've jumped on board the Benelli 752 naked bike. I'm going to take it for a spin, see what we think of it. First thing we notice, I am flat foot both sides. This is your typical sports bike experience, so it is leant forward a bit. Your feet are up at an acute angle, but that's what you would expect on this bike. Excellent looking dash here. I really like this. Really clear, easy to read, nice TFT, and I love the backlit switchgear as well. Let's fire it up, take it for a spin. Nice affirmative clunk into first gear. Well, a nice punchy twin engine. We can tell straight away this bike has ample power. I believe, don't quote me on this, it was in the 70s of horsepower. So the Benellis, they have been around for some time now. And although a Chinese now owned business, they're knocking out some quality looking bikes, and they're knocking them out at more than fair prices. It's becoming harder and harder to ignore this brand of bike, and that's why I really wanted to come and take these for a ride really, and see what it's all about. So this is a parallel twin. And there is some vibrations to be had here. I can see those mirrors shaking there. But we are doing 30 miles an hour in third gear. We're going to see how this performs in a minute as we join the main dual carriageway. I'm going to drop it down to second and we'll give it the beans and see what this bike's all about. Of shove there. I'm at 70 miles an hour very quickly. I don't think I even got up to the finish of fourth gear. Settling down now, 70 miles an hour, sixth gear, 4.5, 5,000 revs. Very nice too. Of course we have no wind protection on this bike, but it is quite nice that the winds will hit your shoulders and take the weight off of your wrists. So the bike has lots of power left from 70 miles an hour. I am very sure that on an unrestricted private road, this bike will do in excess of 100 miles an hour, no problems at all. In fact, I would say that the bike would go faster than I would be willing to do on a naked bike due to the lack of wind protection. As I said before, there is once again a bit of vibration on the bike, but this one is not too bad at all, to be fair. It is there, it is noticeable, more in the handlebars as opposed to the feet on this one. But it's definitely not to the point where it's a problem at all. This is a motorbike. It is moving parts and an engine strapped between your legs. You can expect some vibration. An embarrassing horn on this. I just don't know why they put such awful horns on motorbikes. You know, we want to attract attention, we want people to know that we're there, and this sad meep meep is not sufficient. What you need is a Benelli on your Benelli. That'll sort you out. This bike has a very positive shove in the back as you leave away at lights. The low end torque on this is really, really good. Definitely enough power there to keep you entertained for sure. So how is it at lower speeds then? 30 miles an hour, third gear, chugging along nicely, but I suspect that this one would be happier in second. Yeah, it's definitely, the vibrations are reduced a little bit when you bring the revs up a bit, so it's a little bit happier there. Watch out for this car pulling out. Thank you. So suspension on this bike does feel on the firm side. It's not uncomfortable, but it does feel firm as you would expect on a sportier style bike. It does not have adjustable suspension. Second gear is where the fun is at. Wow. And those brakes are very reassuring. You know, Brembo brakes used to be a real luxury, but now, you know, it's so popular. We're becoming beginning to expect to have those fitted to the bikes. Now, sports bikes aren't normally my thing. It's not my choice to ride, but given the opportunity to jump on this Benelli, you know, I had to take the opportunity, and I have to say I'm quite enjoying my time on the bike. These bikes, you know, they just can't be ignored anymore. I'm sorry, you know, you can get the Hondas and stuff, of course you can, and you know, all the traditional Japanese bikes now, as we've all come to know and love, but the fact is, these Chinese bikes, they are growing in popularity, they are considerably cheaper, and they are using good quality components now. I'd love to hear from anybody who already owns one of these, and you know, let me know how you're getting on with your bike, and how is the reliability, has it caused you any problems? I love that this bike comes with some premium parts. You know, you're getting the Brembos, you're getting good quality Pirelli tyres on this bike as well, right out the shop. Before, Chinese bikes were often coming with Chinese brand tyres in order to keep the costs down, and you know, one of the first things you got to do then is make upgrades like that. But these are coming now ready for the road, and at an excellent price. Everybody now is becoming a bit more budget conscious, and you know, maybe these bikes are the way to go. I think if you are in the market for a medium size naked bike, this is something that you have to consider. You cannot ignore these bikes anymore. There's a sound that comes probably from the airbox underneath this tank, and it just comes up here, and it's like an angry lion or something every time you turn that throttle. The noise is addictive. I love it. Let's have it. To me, as an all-rounder, as a Sunday fun day bike, I think that at this price the Benelli could be hard to beat. I mean, a 750 parallel twin monster of a machine, really. You know, this bike is going to give you some big smiles for many miles. Really enjoyed this bike. And that noise, I think the noise that's coming from underneath the tank is it's more impressive than what comes out of the exhaust. And the exhaust looks fantastic, actually. It already looks like an aftermarket part. Well, there we go. Benelli 752 here at Rainbow Motorbikes in Ashburton. What can you say? For the price, the power, the style, the grin factor, what an excellent machine. Thanks very much to Rainbow Motorbikes here in Ashburton. They've been good enough to let me take this out and take it for a test ride review. I'll be back to bring you guys a few more Benelli motorcycles for reviews as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again the next time.